Hey people! Ooh, spooky noise. Hello. We are in Gooland. And my job today is to feed the pigs. Feed the pigs. Babies, 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 babies. Piggy babies. Come on, everybody. Let's get it on. Ooh, yeah. Let's get it on. Alright, anybody not had the old dirties? Come on. Ooh, there's a couple. Do it, do it. Need more pigs, need more pigs, more pigs, more pigs. Okay, that's good. The reason we need more pigs is... Oh shit, I hate doing that. Good's gonna need some for his pig jousting. We're gonna need to make a... We're gonna need a bigger boat. Let's get out of there, that's noisy as hell. This is Good's pig jousting, which... Surprise, surprise, he hasn't finished. This is a little sort of storage area. I have found that we have quite a lot of sand. And that goes all the way down there. So if we ever need sand, I know where to come. And there's lots of other stuff, but this is sort of a general collection of stuff. Now, first off, before I say anything else, Mario block. Another Mario block. Apologise if this sounds a bit odd. Now, my mic never sounded like everybody else's. Everybody else has got a Blue Yeti mic, seems to have a lovely velvety voice, and it's really quiet ambient noise in the background. And mine's always sounded a bit rattly, and Good thinks I've got some dirty knockoff, which I don't know, it could be right from what I know. So I went out and bought the shock mount that Blue make, which is extremely bloody expensive, considering it's a bit of metal with some springs on it. And I've mounted that on, and the sort of screw that holds the mic to the mount doesn't seem to be able to tighten up enough, so the mic's sitting on there loose. So I don't see how it can, you know, unless it's really tight, I don't see how the vibration suppression thing can work properly. So it might sound crap, but after this I'm going to go out and get some nylon washers to hopefully bulk that up, and it should fix it. And it's raining outside, and so all the vehicles going past are going to make some splishy splashy noises, so again, apologies for that. Anyway, I've got some more apologies to make in a bit, but excuse me, sorry for that. For now, this is what I've been working on. It's my new game for Goodland. Oh yes. So let's run through it, shall we? I mean, it's not quite finished yet, but here we've got it under construction. We've got a lever. Now that changes it from a 2-minute game to a 5-minute game, depending on how long you want to play it. And we'll see how that goes. It may be that we want something like a 7-minute game or a 10-minute game, but I think 2 minutes and 5 minutes is probably a good enough option. Now, this is the goal. There's a blue one and there's a red one opposite, depending on what team you're in. But we'll come back to that again. This is the reserve pen for piggies. So in here will be some pigs with saddles on. And then we'll bring one into here somehow. And this is the starting area. This is where we both start. And when you're ready, you push the button and the light comes on. Yay! And when both people are ready, both lights will come on. And when both lights are on, the game will start. Now in here, this is going to be full of wild piggies. Actually, let's just pop round here and put that down. Get in here, get in here. So it's just a pain in the arse to get around to all these places. So yeah, this is where... actually, talking about that, I didn't really need to do that. Because I can go around here. You see, it's been so long... All these little fields of food, potatoes in here, and there's carrots on the other side. So this is the red base. Again, it's exactly the same. There's a... oh, fuck a duck. Hold a carrot. Exactly the same. There's your goal. And push the button when you're ready. Boom. So this opens up. That opens up. This opens up. And you ride your pig with your carrot on a stick over to here, and you collect piggies, which will now be sort of milling about. I'm toying with the idea of putting some water dispensers at the back there, so it kind of forces them out, but I think for now. And then you have to take them back to your goal area. And you can push the button, and it'll do that. And then you can leave it. You can push the button, come back out, push a button, and then you go and get some more piggies. Get some more piggies. But while you're trying to get the pigs, the other guy is riding his pig, and he's trying to get pigs as well. And if you ride past a group of pigs following another group of pigs, you can kind of steal them, and then bring them back to his base, which is here. Why didn't his go down? His should have been down. And that's kind of how it works. That's what I'm thinking. I might put a little counter in the floor here. That might be quite good, mightn't it? Yes, yes, that's a possible idea. Makes it a bit more confusing. So that we know when the game's over. I mean, we know when the game's over because that doesn't work for a start. I think I might put it on for 5 minutes instead of 2 minutes. It's a bit of a derp. Bit of a derp. So yeah, that's basically the game. We've got these sort of columns here are obstacles to kind of lose people around. Wow, like that. But obviously we need a fair old amount of pigs, really. So in fact, I could even put more in. I could get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Mind you, that's 7. If I put water dispensers on that back row instead of fence, and that will push it to 8, which is there. So that would just about push them out. Except it wouldn't push them out because it probably wouldn't go past this fence, would it? It would stop the fence. So they'd stop. Talking to myself. But yeah, that's the game. And then when the time runs out, everything shuts. Everything shuts in logic. So let's go downstairs and have a look, shall we? It's the ding ground floor. This is the heroic mess of redstone that's going on here. But let's run us through it. There, that blue block there. That's the button that says I'm ready. So that comes down here, it then goes through that wall there, and comes out here, where it then comes around here. This is a T flip-flop thing. It's a locking jobby. Have I got the ability to get up here? Shit! Oh, I know why. It's because I can't fucking run, because I've got no food. That's better. Right. So when the button's pressed, this lights up, which switches this on, which switches this off. Because this is on, it powers this light, so it's constantly on. That goes off. This line up here goes to the light that says I'm ready. And this line is a reset for this. But when this is on, it also sends the line down here, which comes to here, turns that torch off. When the button on the other side is pressed as well, this will also light up, which will turn this light off, which means both of them are off, and this is an OR gate, so this was an AND gate. That means when they're both off, this is on, and when this is on, it comes down here. This is a pulse limiter, so instead of just a constant on, you'll get a pulsed on, which then comes under here, back up here, which goes to these two. Something's not right. Something is definitely not right. Anyway, so yes, it comes up to these two. This here is the lever for the 2 or 5 minutes. It's currently on the 5 minute, as I thought. When you switch the lever, that will move that side, which will go over there, and it goes over this brown bridge to here, and again this is another AND gate. So because this is powered, that's off. When the signal comes up, the pulse signal comes up here, it will pulse that, which means they're both off, which means that's on, which fires that, which drops an item onto that. Following? Good. When that happens, and you know, if it's switched to 2 minutes, it will cycle the 2 minute timer which I made for the other video, and then the output comes out there, and it's essentially the same. These both come to this point. This is an OR gate, so if either of these two torches are fired, it will send a current out here. This current out here does lots of stuff. First off, it splits here. This goes that way, and that goes that way. They both go to the same things, but for either side. And this one comes up here. So this one fires the pistons. This is the main piggy holder. You can see the checkbox. So that release the pigs. Whereas this one comes down here, and then it splits. This one comes up here and resets T flip-flop. That's all that does. Again, we've got a pulse here, so this would be a permanent on, but it hits this and this gives it a pulse flicker, so that resets that, which just turns this line off. Basically, that's all that does. It just resets the button. And this one comes down here, where it opens the gate where you're waiting, and it opens the gate where the goal, where you got to put the pigs, the goal pen. We want to get really fiddly tricky. Do we want to build it on that side? Oh, that might be what we're waiting for. Sorry, just check something. Oh no, it's built in, sorry. Blah, blah, blah. Yes, we're the other side, but it's the same thing. This is the goal. This is the where you go in. Now, you notice, you know, on the goal area, they had buttons inside and out. Now, those buttons both come down to this line in here, which powers this piston flip-flop thing. Again, these are really easy to make. Just a piston there, a piston 2 blocks away from it, facing each other. 1 block in the middle, 2 blocks above, redstone torch either side and some dust on top, and then when a signal comes through, or indeed when a signal doesn't come through, in this case it just flips. So you watch that block. So that's all that does. But that obviously is then transferred to this, which powers these up and down. But the way I've powered it, when the game is off, this button, these are permanently powered, so this button does nothing. So you can't up and down these. So if you're in the middle of the field, bring pigs back, and the timer runs out, boom, you got problems, my friend. Because you can't get in. That stops people arguing, saying, well, you know, the game's over, but I ran through. When the game finishes, those gates shut and you can't get in. So, Nabu. So yeah, we could probably fit in some counter somewhere, perhaps. I don't know how. It's difficult. Because I mean, I built these so that I didn't have to have a billion repeaters. But having a counter that counts down would need a billion repeaters, so... we'll have to think about that, I think. That's the trouble with Redstone. I do the same with, like, you know, PHP and stuff like that. You just start getting carried away and think, well, I can do that, well, I can do this, I can add this feature, and then you end up strangling yourself. So I hope that was clear. I'm sure it probably wasn't. I'm sure there's people that don't know anything about Redstone thinking, oh my god, that's amazing, I can't do that. And there's probably people that know about Redstone saying, duh, that's really simple. So, you know, you can't please everybody, but we've long since stopped worrying about pleasing people on YouTube. Because that way lies madness, my friends. Yeah, see, we could put a wall up here with a counter on it or something. No, we could put a clock ribbon thing. Oh, 7-segment display. That's now. Now that's interesting. Yeah, we could do a countdown like that. That would be sexy. Expensive. Bit sexy. Let's think about that some more. Maybe we'll give the game a go first and see how it runs. You know, it's an awful lot of effort for something that's probably never, ever gonna get played ever. So yes, there's the pig zone. Mindsy's been causing us grief for a while. It's, I don't know, we kind of enjoy playing it, but at the same time, it's really frustrating. We just want to go on there and play, and we can't because we get a lot of hassle from people. And I understand, you know, you see somebody that you watch and you think, yeah, let's talk to them, that'd be awesome. But, you know, for you, it's one question. You know, hi, how are you? Can you say hi or something? But for us, it's everybody playing, asking. And, you know, as much as we'd like to say hi, how are you, and all this sort of stuff, you end up just spending the entire night saying hi to people. And again, that's not what people are watching videos for. You know, if we put up an episode of Mind Z and it was us just typing hello to everybody, you know, we get untold grief. So we just have a universal no, you know, I'm not gonna do it, turn off the chat or whatever. But then you still get abuse from people. I mean, we got killed by a guy saying, you know, that's for not saying hello to people. And how do you win? You know, you can't. It's damned if you do and damned if you don't. So that, and You know, and people are saying, "Oh, why are you getting upset about being attacked in a PvP game?" We're not upset by being attacked in a PvP game. What annoys us is you get people coming for us because we're us. You know, specifically going across the map to get to us. People in chat telling other people where we are so that other people can come and get us. That's not what the game's about. You know, if everybody was a Steve Skin and there was no names above, above the player, then we'd probably come back and play it. If we could be truly, anonymous, I suppose, then we'd play it again. But it's frankly not worth the aggro. It's not worth the frustration. It's a shame, but the amount of abuse we get while playing that, it's just better shit to do in my life, to be honest with you, than take other people's shit. So we're going to do something else instead. So there we go. Now, I said before, we got apologies, and again, why am I even sitting here with these guys going? I'm just on a ramble now. Ramble on. Let me see how this works. Oh, he's stuck. You stuck? No, you're still going. Awesome. I'm wondering if that water should be one higher and then have a half block, or indeed just have a half block there and leave the water where it is. But yes, so I could say apologies, and apologies are due again. I did say that I would sort out the donators things because 1.4 had been released and the texture pack had been updated. But as you can see, we're not on Faithful at the moment. Actually, I should check to see if it has been up. Well, to see if Optifine's been fixed for the patch. It might be. I haven't actually checked, so that's partially my fault. But we are running on 1.4.3, which is buggy as fuck. Fix bugs, add bugs. That's the Mojang way. Yeah, we got problems. So as such, I'm not running the old thingy 32, so I can't have my pictures of donating things. Anyway, as I said before, I am going to redo the donators into a new thing, but I haven't yet had the chance, because I've been building this, to build a new donator room. So the textures are pretty irrelevant really, because I haven't built somewhere to put the things anyway. So right, this should be a 2-minute game. I say game, obviously there's no pigs, so it's not really a game. But oh yes, of course, this lever, as I say, that pulls these down so that we can quickly get all the pigs back into that. We have to deal with freaking gates. I suppose I should really put one here as well for these guys, because obviously, as I say, when the game's over, we can't open these. Yeah, that's something I should really check on. So yes, I'm gonna do a new building for donators in the village, in the Ravine village. I'll be outside the village. It'll be part of the big town around it. And I'm gonna do something different. I think what I might do, and this is open to debate, so let me know what you think. oh, there you go, 1 minute down, is to use picture frames and put blocks in, and maybe people can pick blocks. Yeah, if you send a donation, let me know what block you want, or maybe I should go back to the old good way and put diamonds in for high donators, and go down gold, iron. Maybe do it that way. Stick for £1 donators. Maybe. I don't get a great deal of donations, to be honest with you, but it's nice to, people that do take the time and effort and indeed expense to do that. It's nice to give them a bit of recognition. And again, I apologise for those of you that have donated to me in the last couple of months that I haven't sorted it out yet. We will do it, and it is next on my priority list. So, bang! There you go. Look at that. Game over. And if you got to here and you couldn't get in time, there you go. You see, it's that piston T flip-flop thing. Piston flip-flop, whatever you want to call it, going, but doesn't open. So yes, there you go. I know it's been a while since my last episode, and this one has not been particularly full of excitement, but your face. But yeah, I've been working on this, and it's taking me a lot of time and effort to do. So, if you have any questions about it, let me know. Yeah, just, I don't know, if you've got questions about anything, let me know, really. Just, give me some interesting stuff back in the comments, apart from hi and first and other stuff. Right, let's try and get some real words out there. And I will see you next episode, where hopefully it won't be another week and a half between episodes, because we've done a lot of big redstone projects this month, really, this last couple of weeks, which they're not particularly interesting as far as LPs go. The final outcome's good, but the actual video itself can be a little bit tedious of actually, putting down redstone, and invariably realising you cocked it up and having to redo it, because look at that, 40 out of 16. Potatoes rock! Potatoes! What was that? That sounded like a belch. The hell was that? Was it that? No, it wasn't me. Oh, there's a green one. The green one. I don't think you can't plant green ones, can you? Oh yeah. They're rare. That's my second one ever. No, plant it, not eat it. Don't eat raw potatoes, you silly man. So we're going to cook those up. And yes, I've got to. No, this is pretty much done, save for a timing device, which will or will not get on with. I've got to carry all this shit back. This is the stuff I hate about doing these jobs. Because you kind of get all your stuff together and then you got to transport it all back, because you kind of think, oh no, I've run out of wood. I have to go back and get wood. And, oh no, I need some carrots. Go back and get carrots. And you keep going backwards to get stuff to bring back here, and then now I've got to go. Yeah, it's a 10-minute train journey at least back to my base. I have to do that repeatedly to get rid of all this shite. I say shite, it's stuff that I want. Well, most of it's stuff that I want. Most of it's stuff I don't want. Don't really need cobbles, but I do want the TNT. I do want the redstone, potion of speed. Some good stuff there. Anyway, I'm rambling on. So, yes, I'll see you guys next episode. Hopefully it will only be a couple of days, not a couple of weeks. And I've put up Black Mesa episodes until episode 33, so that's up until mid-November. It's going to be every other day now. And we're nearly finished. I haven't finished it yet, but I think we're nearly there. So that's getting fun. So watch that, and me and Avidia are talking about doing something together. We've been talking about it for ages, but then he keeps on going and playing games with Co instead, so we'll sort something out. We have some old men battles on something old, and probably some other stuff to come too. I've got a couple of things in the pipeline. Ooh, and before we go, I know we're rambling shit and not really doing anything, but Quest for Everything. It's been brought up again because Beef wanted to do it, and I told him to go touch himself because that's my idea. It is coming back. I know I keep saying it's coming back, and I've been saying it for a long time, but I've been trying to work out what to do about it. I've had some problems with files and stuff, and trying to work it out, and it's very difficult to do the catching up with what I had collected and what I hadn't. So I've kind of reworked my idea on how to do that. So it is coming soon. I need to, like this, I need to get some time to actually record it, but it is on the way. There will be changes. Some people will like the changes, some people will not, but the basic core is going to be the same. We are still out there to collect every single block, and now obviously 1.4 there's a lot more blocks, some of which are going to be very difficult to do on my own. There is a little bit of grinding involved sometimes, but yes, we will be coming back with that very soon. That's all I'm going to say, very soon. As for waking up, it is currently on hold. Again, it's a time issue more than anything else. I've not officially said I'm giving up on it, because I'm not. However, I've got work I need to do, which is cutting down on the time that I've got to actually make these videos, and at the end of the day I've got to prioritise, and waking up is low on the priority list at the moment. But should that change, if we're really lucky and I run out of work to do, I can get on with it, or I just generally sort my life out. Cool. Alright, I've talked bollocks long enough, and not really said anything particularly witty, so I'm sorry for that too. Next episode we'll do something different, I promise. Just you and me and you, we'll do it together, okay? See you guys later. Bye.